Hi, hello and welcome to another episode of China Teacher, where I share with you what it is like to be an English teacher in China. Today, I want to make a very short video about 5 things that Chinese people do that are a little bit different. So, if you want to know what those are, don't go anywhere and see you on the other side of the intro. Hey, welcome back. Let us jump right into number 1, the way Chinese people count money and keep their money. Now, if you see this video over here, that's how they count money here at the banks. They kind of like, they take a stack of money and then they use their fingers to separate one bill at a time, and they count 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then just that's how they count their money. It's a pretty efficient way to do it and very different from the way that we count money in my country, which is basically we take the stack in our hands and we just move our thumbs left to right, left to right, left to right, 1, 2, 3, from one hand to the other, so to speak. So it's quite different. Now, the other thing that is interesting is how they keep their money. Like, they make packets of 10 100 RMB bills, and then the number 10th is folded on top of the other bills. So when you open a big stack of money, you can count how many packets of 10. So it's just 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000. Not that you wouldn't check once you get paid or once you get the money, but it's an easy way to know how much money you're carrying without having to count it all at once. You just count multiples of 10, and that's it. I don't know if this is possible in other countries because, well, basically the bills, the dimension of the bills is different. If you fold, for example, a Colombian peso, right, part of it is going to stick out from the other bills, so they're going to move inside that groove. But here in China, they're made so that when you fold them, how tall the notes are is exactly half of how long they are. So it works pretty well. Now, this second thing that Chinese people do in a different way is just a very smart thing. I don't know, I've been thinking about making this video for a very long time, but I just haven't found the time to make it. But here it is. The way Chinese people tie plastic bags at the supermarket or at any shop. So let's say that you have this bag, right? In my country, we do this. And to secure it, we'll probably make another loop, right? So that's kind of like, I don't know, if it's too heavy and whatnot, and then you can't hold it too well. Now, check it out. This is what Chinese people do. They keep both loops open, and then they grab, I don't know if you can see it clearly, they grab each other end, and then they pull apart. And that is already a bigger loop for you to carry, and that thing is not going to be undone. That thing is not gonna come open. So let me show you very up close how it works. Yeah, what you do is you take, my right hand is going to take the left loop, and my left hand is going to take the right loop, and then you pull apart, and that's it. It's closed. Now, the other thing that is really fascinating about China is how they twirl their pens in their hands. We've all seen that Top Gun movie, right, where Iceman is twirling a pen in his hand, so like what you can see over here. But the way the Chinese do it is they do it around their thumb. Well, they have many different variations of what they do, but perhaps the most puzzling for me, because I've tried again and again and again and I never get to do it, is they have their pen twirl around their thumb, sometimes 2 complete loops around the thumb. That's insane. So have a look at how they do it over here, and well, yeah, that's something pretty unique about China. Well, moving on to the next interesting thing that Chinese people do that baffles me. Sometimes when you're trying to talk to people and they say something to you and you don't understand it, well, they automatically grab their hand and they start like writing the Chinese character in their hand, as if you didn't hear what it was, so let me show you which character I'm talking about. That's what they do when they talk to other Chinese people, because, well, Chinese people recognize Chinese characters. But for most foreigners, that's just a what makes you think that I can't speak very well, but I can read Chinese. Does that make any sense? No. So when I see people start writing in their hands, and I'm like, you're not getting it. And perhaps the last thing that I would like to talk about that is quite different and interesting is how Chinese people handle any kind of misfortune. So if you mention something that's happened to you that's not so good, Chinese people usually will laugh. They will react to whatever misfortune you're telling them about with some laughter. It's something that can make foreigners really, really upset because, well, we're seeing as you're mocking my misfortune, but it's just the way they try to diffuse the situation. I'll give you an example. One day, I was in Hong Kong and I was late and I needed to catch the last bus from Hong Kong to Dongguan, and I arrived like a minute late. And the guys said like, oh, just left. And I'm like, oh, so pissed off because it was going to get much more complicated for me to get back home that night. And the guys just started laughing. And I'm like, the heck are you laughing at? But again, I mean, with time, you learn that that's the way they try to make you feel comfortable about something that is unfortunate. So there you go, guys. Those were the 5 interesting things that Chinese people do differently. I'm sure there are plenty more, so if you want to add them to this list, leave a comment in the comment section down below. And if there's one that you liked in particular, then also leave a comment in the comment section down below. Alright guys, until I see you again, take it easy and bye for now.